Okay, I'm really excited. I've been wanting to do this for a little while. Walter and Louise are away today, so we're gonna make waffles. So we're gonna use the waffle maker that we sell here in the store, and it does the 5 of Hearts waffles. And then we're also gonna use the waffle mix that we sell right off the shelf. I'm gonna open up the package, and there are instructions on the back of the package for how to mix this up, because you're gonna need a couple of things besides just the dry ingredients in the package. Also, the waffle maker has instructions on the inside for how to use it, as well as how to clean it and the warranty, and a couple of extra recipes in there, which I haven't actually tried, but I'm going to because they sound really good. So we're gonna take the waffle mix, empty it into the bowl, and then the back of the excuse me, the back of the package also has the ingredients and the American conversion for the amounts. So it says you need 2.5 ounces of melted butter, which comes to about 4 tablespoons. So we'll pour that in. And then you need 1 3/4 of a cup cold water. And we're gonna mix that up until it's smooth.
It's gonna start out a little bit lumpy. So I'll show you the process here.
And then once we get this mixed up, it'll be ready to use right away. So once your batter is mixed, I like to empty it into like a measuring cup or something that's really easy to pour. And you can see there's a couple of small lumps. That's okay. You just don't want any big clumps.
And you can, like I say, work that out with a whisk a little bit better, but we're kind of impromptu today, so.
Okay, so we have already turned on the waffle maker. I've actually turned mine to almost all the way up. I suppose you can, you know, experiment with other heats and everything, but the instructions say that it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes for these to cook. And we experimented a little bit, and we determined that about a half a cup, a little bit more than a half a cup, is about the right amount to put in the waffle maker to fill it without overfilling it. So open her up. It's a non-stick surface, which is awesome, so you do not have to spray this with anything. So we'll measure out a half a cup. And then I'm gonna do just a little bit more.
And you want to pour from the middle and work your way, let it work its way to the edges of the waffle maker as well. And once you close the lid, that will fill in the gaps. Perfect. Nothing coming out.
And this should take about 3 to 5 minutes. So we filled our waffle maker. I just wanted to note that there are indicator lights on the top of the waffle maker. Those are actually just to tell you when the waffle maker reaches the temperature that you set it to. They're not really an indicator to tell you when the waffle is done, and that's kind of a personal preference. But like I said, they say 3 to 5 minutes, and that seems to be pretty consistent. So it's been 3.5 minutes. I'm just gonna check it quick. And it's looking really good. I like mine just a little bit more brown, so I'm gonna give it maybe another half minute to a minute, and then we'll take it out. Okay, so we just lift the lid, and oh, it looks perfect.
Oh, they do look good.
Yeah, and I just grab mine with this little toaster grabber thing, but you can also lift them out with a, you know, a fork if you're careful, or anything that's a non-scratch.
Beautiful.
They look so good. They are so good.
They are good.
So you can top these with, my favorite is to top them with sour cream and a little bit of lingonberry jam. You can use brown cheese, is also very traditional. Raspberries and whipped cream, fruit of any kind.
Lingonberry jam.
Strawberries. Yeah, you can use whatever. I also think it's very good to put ice cream on top.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the waffles.